Godspeed, John Glenn.
What's going on, world? Welcome to the Museum TV. You're rocking with your host, Guru Sanaal here, providing you with the ill vibe as always. Gotta thank everyone that's been keeping up with us. Make sure you continue to do that by following us on everything at the Museum TV, and also checking out tmtv.world, where you can find our directory and find everything as far as our videographers, our photographers, anything you might need to get your next idea started. So as you guys know, in the Boston music scene, there's been a variety of growth in all sorts of different directions. We have different sounds, a little bit of everything. You can't really just find one specific sound or artist per se. So today we decided to bring all the way from Boston to LA, back and forth. It seems like you've been hopping back and forth. We have Maye Star in the building. What's up?
What's going on? What's up, Goo?
I'm good. How you feeling?
I'm feeling real good. First of all, I appreciate y'all for having me
And
today.
thank you for coming.
For sure,
So you
for
just
sure.
getting back from LA, no?
Yes, I've been back for about a week now.
Okay, how
Yeah.
was that?
Wonderful. LA is always wonderful. Just always a lot of work. This specific trip, I did a whole lot of recording,
Okay.
new music, because new ideas always coming in. I was doing some filming for an upcoming project I'm working on.
Word.
So, you know, just keeping it busy, keeping
You
it
working
moving.
with any different producers out there?
Yes, I am actually. There's a guy out there, this young guy, his name's Righteous out there, that my brother, whose name is Desi, who's also a producer, who he works with, and that's who linked me up with Righteous. And Righteous actually does a lot of in industry work that I can't even speak on, but yeah, we've been do some stuff with through him. So
Okay,
yeah.
cool. And how long was you spending out there?
I was there for about 3 weeks.
Okay, that's a good time to get out there
still
and get
get
some
them all
work
the
done
time.
for sure.
Yeah, it flies by.
And then we heard the second you came back, you was working with the Denzel Washington movie.
So what happened with that was, I'm sure anybody who's from Boston knows that Boston casting runs through.
Yeah.
And if you're a neighborhood kid, then you just know.
You just know about it.
So yeah, that was something that I had looked into a few months back, and yeah, so coming right back in, literally the next day I went to the set, and it was 2 days in a row I went, and I wasn't exactly what they was looking for. They needed somebody way more goon than me. They didn't want a pretty goon on set. They wanted, a more goony goon on there. So, but it was super fun. I was glad I got to experience it.
Yeah.
And be on the set. I got to be on the same
there's
set
always
as
next time.
the legend Denzel. So I mean, right
Yeah.
here in my hometown.
Were you able
so
to
that's
meet him?
beautiful. I was not able to
But
meet the
you
legend.
saw him definitely.
I did see the legend.
that's cool.
I did see the legend. He was working, so it's all
Yeah.
good.
I mean, there's always next time. There's never,
100%, 100%.
some doors gotta open at some point.
You know, he might want a physical copy of the album, and he wants to come get it personally. So
Word.
he can always hit me.
So in between the midst of you traveling, you doing that casting call, you also dropped Rich Vibes.
I did drop Rich Vibes, yeah.
Which that record is tough.
Thank you very much.
I really
appreciate
like that. I was listening to it earlier on the way here, matter of fact.
Sade, that was Sade had a real huge inspiration on that.
Oh,
On
really?
that record, yeah.
Oh, you
Most
gotta love
definitely.
Sade.
Of course, man.
Yeah,
Of course.
you never
That's
skip a
queen.
Sade
That's
song
queen.
ever.
That's the queen. That's the queen.
Yeah, so in between, you doing all that, what kind of keeps you going, and what's the whole story behind the Rich Vibes record?
I mean, Rich Vibes was really, I wanted it to be more of an anthem. Like I said, Sade really inspired that. I was listening to a whole lot of her music at that time. I recorded that song 4th of July, 2016.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if anybody had heard the Adjacent record that I did with Child.
Yep.
I recorded that record the same day.
Oh, really?
4th of July, 2016. And it was really just an anthem. I was outside. I was in the Arboretum when I wrote that, sitting outside. Child was actually with me.
That's a good place to kind of
yeah,
get creative at.
And so as you could tell, in the lyrics says the sun is shining in our direction. The Arboretum is a super open space where the sun's always shining. And I really just wanted it to be an anthem for anybody who has somebody that they care about and that makes them feel special. That's really what it was.
Was
for.
there a specific Sade song that kind of inspired you the most to get
that
started
one?
with
Yeah, Sweetest Taboo.
Sweetest Taboo?
100%.
Okay, cool. I like it too because it
And if
has
you listen
like
to both, you can definitely hear.
Yeah,
you'll hear the
it has like
similarities.
one's more of like a housey vibe.
Mm-hmm.
One's more has a little bit more ambiance in it, and then the other one has like more reggae vibes.
Yeah, definitely more
dance
island
hall.
vibe.
More dance hall than
Definitely more
reggae.
island vibe for sure, which is crazy because that's not even what I was really going for. like I said, I was going for a more Sade, and it just happened to fill out that way. And you know, I'm totally with it. You know,
sometimes you kind of have to use someone for your muse, and it turns out being something completely different than what you thought it was going to be.
Of course.
Yeah. So you have this whole movement called Boss City going on.
100.
Can you let us know like what the premise is behind that
Boss
and how
City,
that all got started?
that's where we reside in. That's where we live in. That's where I'm from. That's another name for Boston. And just what that is just to shine light on the fact that there's so much heard and unheard talent out here, you know, and
Facts.
you know, and they're all young, man. They're all young. Like I think that Boss City is just like the epitome of just showing that like the youth is the future, in my opinion. You know, it's just a lot of young bosses out here just making a lot of moves. So that's where Boss City came from, you know what I'm saying? Cool. And Beantown's cool, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's a new age, in my opinion. You know, it's a new age, new era, you know what I'm saying? We are the new face for that.
And you also have a song titled after it?
Boss City Promise, man. And that's just like me saying, it was me recognizing at that point that anything that had motivated me up to making the music that I'm making, anything I'm gonna be, it's all because of where I came from, which was Boss City. So, you know, and that was the Boss City Promise. It's me promising that I'm always remember that and always make sure I'm giving back, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, Boss City, man, that's forever.
So I like that. So let's segue back into the music. Your sound is more of a universal sound.
100%. I think that's a great way to.
We don't really know what we're gonna get for you until we press play,
100%.
which I like, because as a DJ myself, you get so tired of listening to the same thing over and over. Sometimes it feels like, you know, you're listening to a whole bunch of different people, but it all kind of sounds the same.
100%.
So it gets a little bit, you know, fatiguing. But with you, you know, like you really know how to like switch up the pace. And I'm not saying every artist should go out and, you know, try to find every single avenue, because it's not for everybody.
100%.
But I think, you know, if people know that they have multiple different avenues that they can kind of dabble in, to definitely utilize that. And 100%. I think you do a good job of doing that.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I think I got blessed with Seventh, man. Like, you know,
he's a great producer.
He's just a great outlet, and just what my backgrounds was with being hip hop and soul, and his backgrounds being like jazz and electronic. It was just a super fuse, you know, bringing it together, and it just made us want to always keep trying new things. And you know, it's always going to sonically sound cohesive because it's me and him. But you know, once we're trying different things, you know, that just creates a different atmosphere for the music. You know, we're not afraid to try different stuff, you know.
If someone was to ask you, like, what do you consider yourself, a rapper, a singer? Where would you kind of categorize yourself in?
It's rapper and a singer, because I do both, you know what I mean? I'm a rapper and a singer, 100%.
What do you favor more?
There's not one that I really favor the most, because they both give me such a different feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, with singing, you really get lost in there, and you know, you get lost in the feeling of what you're saying. And with rapping, it's more, it's like everything's involved. That's attitude, that's confidence, that's all of that. You know, you know, flow and cadence, and it's two separate fields. You know, I can't favor one more, because I love them both, and I love to give them both my all. So there's that, and that's what I want to be looked at as an artist. I don't want to have to be looked at as I have to do one, and there shouldn't be a surprise. You know,
that's smart. That's smart, and you have the talent for it, so that's what's up.
Thank you.
So we heard that you were sitting on Rich Vibes for a minute. So you said 2016.
2016, 4th of July.
Yeah.
About to be 2018.
What for? Like, you just didn't know if you wanted to put it out yet, or was it just
it wasn't even. See, I'm constantly. I'm not always constantly creating, always constantly making new sounds and new music. And the thing with Rich Vibes, we knew it was special, which we believe a lot of the records are special. It was just really timing. It was just timing. You know, I like to release things sometimes I'll feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was that record was made, and that was all timing. Like I said, I just happened to be in the arbs, and the sun was shining in the right direction that day, and it made me want to write that song. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, I was just the mood, you know. I felt like it was needed now. So
cool. Now, what else can we expect from Maye Star in the next few months, headed into 2018?
Well, first of all, it's about to be Scorpio season, and I'm a Scorpio, and I take pride in that. So I have something I have something planned for Scorpio season for the month of November, musically, 100%. So I don't want to speak too much on it, but just
any
know
visuals that we could expect?
100%.
Cool. Are you traveling anywhere else?
For this project, it's really been a home thing. It's been a home project, you know. Of course, I back and forth to LA, but it's really been a home project. So like I said, it's back. I'm getting back to the roots, you know, Boss City. Like, I'm just remembering everything, and you know, why I am what I am.
It's really growing here too, like
100% all the time. 100.
it just makes you want to be here even more.
The last 2-3 years, you just see the growth and you see the hunger change, and you see people that they're wanting to get up and do something.
It makes you not want to leave so quick too, because there was a point where I even felt a little anxious to like feel like I gotta move around so much.
Yeah, I think a lot of people get that feeling.
Now it's a little bit different.
And it's not a bad thing either.
I don't think it is.
It's not a bad thing. You know, we don't have to stay in our bedroom for our whole life. You know, you can always just travel, because there's artists and music is everywhere. You know what I mean? And influence is everywhere. You know, so you can't just stay in one place. You can always just go out, get influence, and bring it back home.
All your tools that you have around you, and then bring it back home.
Exactly.
And create some more dope stuff.
Exactly.
So do you have any shout outs you'd like to give before we wrap things up?
Just to the whole Wealthy Living family, and to Seventh and to Tag, because without them, there's no.
Yeah, shout out to Seventh. Like, I don't know who that is.
Seventh the legend, man.
His sound is lit.
Thank
you,
y'all,
you guys have a good fusion together. I really like that.
Thank you. That's the 40. That's the 40 to my Drake right there.
So, where can people find you? Where can people hear your stuff?
The Maye Star. Everything is the Maye Star. SoundCloud, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal. We're everywhere. So, you know, you can't miss it.
On IG too. Same
on
thing?
IG, everything is the Maye Star. YouTube, the Maye Star. IG, Twitter, everything. Everything's the Maye Star. So.
Well, we appreciate you coming.
I appreciate you guys having me.
Can't wait to hear more stuff from you.
It's all coming.
You know, we can keep up with it here on the Museum TV.
Yes.
You guys heard it first here on the Museum TV. Make sure you're checking out everything from this man right here. Show him that love. Follow him on all his platforms. And make sure you're doing the same thing on our end. Make sure you're checking out tmtv.world, checking out the Museum TV on Instagram, Twitter, whatever have you. And until next time, y'all.
Is it mine, baby, tell me. Oh, my, your vibe is wealthy. I'm rich in you, I'm rich with you. Let me know that it's mine.